Bandeyam Shri Guru Shiyata Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishikam Vitamscha Om Jnana Timarandasya Gyanajana Shalakya Chakshuram Nalidam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurava Bhistam Supurakam Guruganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipunam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govinda Bidam Ujwalam Varatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwaguruncha Divyad Bhagavad Prem Noi Bijapraham Devam Divyatanum Suchandavaranam Balarka Shailanshitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Manditam Shivaram Mareka Sharanam Nyashishvara Sridharam Mansha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavenibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahamaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Nama. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Prabhupada. This is Adi-lila, chapter 7, text number 37, 37. Okay. Now this is a description how Mahaprabhu was flooding the world with Krishna consciousness, but some persons were not being submerged in that inundation of Krishna consciousness, and as described, Mayavadis and the student community and the community and persons who were too much involved in karmic activities, and also those who thought of Mahaprabhu very familiarly as just one of them, a member of their community. So Mahaprabhu decided to take sannyas, and that would enable him to increase the sukriti of everyone and be able to enable them to be able to take the Krishna consciousness. So here is mentioned how Aparad Kamaila Dubila Prema Jale Keba Edaibe Prabhur Prema Mahajale. Lord Chaitanya excused them all, and they merged into the ocean of devotional service, for no one can escape the unique loving network of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was an ideal acharya. An acharya is an ideal teacher who knows the purpose of the revealed scriptures, behaves exactly according to their injunctions, and teaches his students to adopt these principles also. As an acharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu devised ways to capture all kinds of atheists and materialists. Every acharya has a specific means of propagating his spiritual movement with the aim of bringing people to Krishna consciousness. Therefore, the method of one acharya may be different from that of another, but the ultimate goal is never neglected. Srila Rupa Goswami recommends Tasmat kenapi upayena mana Krishne niveshayat. Tasmat kenapi upayena mana Krishne niveshayat. Sarve vidi nisheda shur etayor eva kinkara. An acharya should devise a means by which people may somehow or other come to Krishna consciousness. First, they should become Krishna conscious, and all the prescribed rules and regulations may later gradually be introduced. Okay. In our Krishna consciousness movement, we follow this policy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. Sabanistarite Prabhu Kripa Bhatar Sabanistarite Kore Chaturiya Par. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in order to deliver all the fallen souls. Therefore, he devised many methods to liberate them from the clutches of Maya. So this chapter is about Mahaprabhu's preaching. It's the chapter about the Pancha-tattva. Nijatabe Bhakta Koila Jatamulecha Adi Sabe Adi-lila Matra Kashira Mayavadi. All were converted into devotees of Lord Chaitanya, even the Mulechas and Yavanas. Only the impersonalist followers of Shankaracharya evaded him. Okay. Vrindavana Jaite Prabhu Rahila Kashite Mayavadi Ganatare Lagila Nindite. While Mahaprabhu was passing through Varanasi on his way to Vrindavan, the Mayavadi sannyasi philosophers blasphemed against him in many ways. Sannyasi hoya kore gayana nachan nakore vedanta pata kore sankirtan. The blasphemers said, although a sannyasi, he does not take interest in the study of Vedanta, but instead always engages in chanting and dancing in sankirtan. Murka sannyasi nija dharma nahi jane, babuka hoya fere babukerasane. This Mahaprabhu is an illiterate sannyasi and therefore does not know his real function. Guided only by his sentiments, he wanders about in the company of other sentimentalists. E sab shuniya Prabhu hase mani mani upeka korea karu nakoila sambhashane. Hearing all this blasphemy, Lord Chaitanya merely smiled to himself, rejected all these accusations, and did not talk with the Mayavadis. Upeka korea koila matura gaman matura dekiya puna koila gaman. Thus neglecting the blasphemy of the Varanasi Mayavadis, Lord Chaitanya proceeded to Mathura, and after visiting Mathura, he returned to meet the situation. Kashite and Kashite, or Kashi is Varanasi, and modern times it's called Benares, but it's always a center of Mayavad. So, in this case, they're Mayavadis and they're led by Prakashananda, and he is the leader. He's a sannyasi, Prakashananda Saraswati. Kashite Lekaka Shudra Sri Chandrasekhar Taragari Rahila Prabhu Swatandrishwar. This time Lord Chaitanya stayed at the house of Chandrasekhar, although he was regarded as a Shudra or Kayasta, for the Lord, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is completely independent. Tapana Mishra Gare Bikan Nirvahan Sanyasera Sanginahi Mane Nirantran. As a matter of principle, Mahaprabhu regularly accepted his food at the house of Tapan Mishra. He never mixed with other sannyasis, nor did he accept invitations from them. Sanatana Gosayasi Tahamilila Tarashika Lagi Prabhu Dumasha Rohila. When Sanatana Goswami came from Bengal, he met Lord Chaitanya at the house of Tapan Mishra, where Lord Chaitanya remained continuously for 2 months to teach him devotional service. Tarisha Kailasa Vaishnavara Dharma Bhagavat Adi Shastra. Tarisha Kailasa Vaishnavara Dharma Bhagavat Adi Shastra Jata Guda Marma. On the basis of scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam, which reveal these confidential directions, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Sanatana Goswami regarding all the regular activities of a devotee. Iti madhye Chandrasekhar Mishra Tapan Duke Oya Prabhupai Koila Nivedan. When Mahaprabhu was instructing Sanatana Goswami, both Chandrasekhar and Tapan Mishra became very unhappy. Therefore, they submitted an appeal unto the lotus feet of the Lord. Kateka Shuniba Prabhu Tomara Nindan Napare Sahite Ebe Chariba Jivan. How long can we tolerate the blasphemy by your critics against your conduct? We should give up our lives rather than hear such blasphemy. Tomare Nindaye Jata Sanyaseragan Shunitena Pari Fate Ridoya Shravan. The Mayavadi sannyasis are all criticizing your holiness. We cannot tolerate hearing such criticism, for this blasphemy breaks our hearts. Ihashuni Rohe Prabhu Ishan Hashia Ishat Kale Ek Vipra Milila Asya. When Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar were thus talking with Mahaprabhu, he only smiled slightly and remained silent. At that time a Brahmin came there to meet the Lord. Ashini Vedana Kore Charana Dariya Ekbastu Magum Deho Prasana Hoya. The Brahmin immediately fell at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and requested him to accept his proposal in a joyful mood. Sakala Sanyasi Mui Koinuni Mantran Tumijari Aisha Purna Hoy Moraman. My dear Lord, I have thus invited all the sannyasis of Benares to my home. Oh, pardon me. My dear Lord, I have invited all the sannyasis of Benares to my home. My desires will be fulfilled if you also accept my invitation. Na jaha sannyasi goshti iha amijani more anugraha kora nimantrana mani. My dear Lord, I know that you never mix with other sannyasis, but please be merciful unto me and accept my invitation. Prabhu hashi nimantran koila angikar sannyasire kripalagi e bangitahar. Mahaprabhu smiled and accepted the invitation of the Brahmin. He made this gesture to show his mercy to the Mayavadi sannyasis. Se vipra janin prabhu najana koragare tahara preranaya tari adyagraha kore. The Brahmin knew that Mahaprabhu never went to anyone else's house, yet due to inspiration from the Lord, he earnestly requested him to accept this invitation. Aradine gela prabhu se viprabhavane dekilena basi jachin sanyasiragane. The next day, when Mahaprabhu went to the house of that Brahmin, he saw all the sannyasis of Benares sitting there. So they're all Mayavadis, and they've all been invited to that Brahmin's house. Saba namaskare gela para prakalana kori basila sestane. As soon as Mahaprabhu saw the sannyasis, he immediately offered obeisances, and then he went to wash his feet. After washing his feet, he sat down by the place where he had done so. Basya korila kichu aishvarya prakash mahatejomoy bapu koti suryabas. After sitting on the ground, Mahaprabhu exhibited his mystic power by manifesting an effulgence as brilliant as the illumination of millions of suns. Prabhaveya karshila sab sannyasi raman utila sannyasi sab chadiya asan. When the sannyasis saw the brilliant illumination of the body of Mahaprabhu, their minds were attracted, and they all immediately gave up their sitting places and stood in respect. Prakashananda name sarva sannyasi pradhan prabhuke kohila kichu koriya saman. The leader of all the Mayavadi sannyasis present was named Prakashananda Saraswati, and after standing up, he addressed Mahaprabhu as follows with great respect. Ihanaisha shunaha Sripad apavitrastane baisha kiba abasad. Please come here, your holiness. Why do you sit in that unclean place? What has caused your lamentation? Prabhu kohe ami hoy hina sampradaya Thomas avaras sabaya bashite na jujai. The Lord replied, I belong to a lower order of sannyasis, therefore I do not desire to sit with you. What? Oh, I read, please come here.
No. You deserve to sit with you, not desire.
Okay, sorry. Prabhu kohe ami hoy hina sampradaya Thomas abars sabaya bashite na jujai. The Lord replied, I belong to a lower order of sannyasis, therefore I do not deserve to sit with you. Okay. Apane prakashananda hatete dariya basaila saba madhye samana koriya. Prakashananda Saraswati, however, caught Mahaprabhu personally by the hand and seated him with great respect in the midst of the assembly. This respectful behavior of Prakashananda Saraswati toward Mahaprabhu was very much to be appreciated. Such behavior is calculated to be a gyata sukriti, or pious activities that one executes unknowingly. Thus, Mahaprabhu very tactfully gave Prakashananda Saraswati an opportunity to get some sukriti so that in the future he might actually become a Vaishnava sannyasi. Puchila Tomara Nama Sri Krishna Chaitanya Keshava Bharatira Sishya Tate Tumidanya. Prakashananda Saraswati then said, I understand that your name is Sri Krishna Chaitanya. You are a disciple of Sri Keshav Bharati, and therefore you are glorious. Sampradayika Sannyasi Tumi Raha Egrame Ki Karane Amasabar Na Kora Darshane. You belong to our Shankar Sampradaya and live in our village, Varanasi. Why then do you not associate with us? Why is it that you avoid even seeing us? Sannyasi hoya kora nartana gayan, babuka sabha sange loya kora sankirtan. You are sannyasi. Why then did you indulge in chanting and dancing, engaging in your sankirtan movement in the company of fanatics? Vedanta patan jnana sannyasera dharma tahachari korakeni babukera karma. Meditation and the study of Vedanta. Meditation and study of Vedanta are the sole duties of a sannyasi. Why do you abandon these to dance with fanatics? Prabhavedekiye Toma Sakat Narayan Hinachara Korakene Ite Ki Karan. You look as brilliant as if you were Narayan himself. Will you kindly explain the reason that you have adopted the behavior of lower class people? Prabhu Kohe Shuna Sripad Iharakaran Guru More Murka Deki Korila Sashan. Mahaprabhu replied to Prakashananda Saraswati, my dear sir, kindly hear the reason. My spiritual master considered me a fool, and therefore he chastised me. Murka Tumi Tomar Nahika Vedanta Murka Tumi Tomar Nahika Vedanta Adhikar Krishna Mantra Japasada A Mantrasar. You are a fool, he said. You are not qualified to study Vedanta philosophy, and therefore you must always chant the holy name of Krishna. This is the essence of all mantras or Vedic hymns. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj comments in this connection, one can become perfectly successful in the mission of his life if he acts according to the words he hears from the mouth of his spiritual master. This acceptance of the words of the spiritual master is called Shrota Bhakya, which indicates that the disciple must carry out the spiritual master's instructions without deviation. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur remarks in this connection that a disciple must accept the words of his spiritual master as his life and soul. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu here confirms this by saying that since his spiritual master ordered him only to chant the holy name of Krishna, he always chanted the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra according to this direction. Krishna Mantra Japa Sada E Mantrasar. Krishna is the origin of everything. Therefore, when a person is fully Krishna conscious, it is to be understood that his relationship with Krishna has been fully confirmed. Lacking Krishna consciousness, one is only partially related with Krishna and is therefore not in his constitutional position. Okay? So, Mahaprabhu indicated that my spiritual master said I was a fool and I wasn't qualified to study Vedanta and meditate, but that I should always chant the Hare Krishna mantra. Krishna mantra, hoite habe samsara mochan, Krishna nama hoite pabe Krishna racharan. Simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna, one can obtain freedom from material existence. Indeed, simply by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, one will be able to see the lotus feet of the Lord. So this was the instruction that Mahaprabhu acted upon. Namabina, according to his conversation with the Mayavadi sannyasis. Actually, no one called Mahaprabhu a fool, and he was known previously as Nimai Pandit. He was very learned. But he's instructing in this way to the Mayavadis so that they can get the meaning of what is the importance of chanting the holy names. Namabinu kalikole nahi aradharma sarva mantra saranam eshastramarma. In this age of Kali, there is no religious principle other than the chanting of the holy name, which is the essence of all Vedic mantras. This is the purport of all scriptures. Etaboliyek shloka shikailamore kante koriye shlok koriya bichare. After describing the potency of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, my spiritual master taught me another verse, advising me to always keep it within my throat. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Kevalam, Kalonas Jeva, Nyas Jeva, Nas Jeva, Gatiranyata. For spiritual progress in this age of Kali, there is no alternative. There is no alternative. There is no alternative to the holy name, the holy name, the holy name of the Lord. So, E Agyapaya Nama Loy Anukan, Nama Loite Loite Mor, Branta Hoilaman. Since I received this order from my spiritual master, I always chant the holy name. But I thought that by chanting and chanting the holy name, I had been bewildered. Darya Darite Nari Hoilama Unmata Hase Kandi Nachigai Jaiche Maramata. While chanting the holy name of the Lord in pure ecstasy, I lose myself, and thus I laugh, cry, dance, and sing, just like a madman. Tabedarya Dorimane Korilum Bichar Krishnaname Jnana Chana Hoila Amar. Collecting my patience, therefore, I began to consider that chanting the holy name of Krishna had covered all my spiritual knowledge. Pago Hoila Ami Daryana Himane Eta Chinti Nivedilun Gururor Charane. I saw that I had become mad by chanting the holy name, and I immediately submitted this at the lotus feet of my spiritual master. Kiba mantra dila gosai, kiba tarabal, japite japite mantra korila pagal. My dear Lord, what kind of mantra have you given me? I have become mad simply by chanting this Maha Mantra. Hashai nachai more koraya krandan eta shuni guru hase bolila bachan. Chanting the holy name in ecstasy causes me to dance, laugh, and cry. When my spiritual master heard all this, he smiled and then began to speak. When a disciple very perfectly makes progress in spiritual life, this gladdens the spiritual master, who then also smiles in ecstasy, thinking how successful my disciple has become. He feels so glad that he smiles as he enjoys the progress of the disciple, just as a smiling parent enjoys the activities of a child who is trying to stand up or crawl perfectly. So there's this expression of Prabhupada's mood towards seeing his devotees take to Krishna consciousness and engage in chanting. Krishna nama mantra eta swabhav jejapi tara Krishna upajaye bhav. It is the nature of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra that anyone who chants it immediately develops his loving ecstasy for Krishna. Krishna Vishayaka Prema Parama Purushartha Jarage Trinatuya Chari Purushartha. Religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation are known as the four goals of life. But before love of Godhead, the fifth and highest goal, these appear as insignificant as straw in the street. Well, normally the Vedas are concerned with dharmartha, kama, and moksha. Religiosity, economic development, sense enjoyment, and liberation. But Pancha-purushartha means the fifth goal, or the real goal of life, is to develop Krishna, some devotion and love for Krishna. And they make all these other things seem insignificant, as the Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirmat saranam satam. So it's saying that all these other things, in comparison to Krishna consciousness, are rejected as actually of no importance. Panchama Purushartha Premanandamrita Sindhu, Mokshadiananda Jara Nahi Ek Bindu. For a devotee who has actually developed bhava, the pleasure derived from dharma, artha, kama, and moksha appear like a drop in the presence of the sea. Krishna namer phala prema sarva shastrikoi, bhagye se prema tomai korila udoi. The conclusion of all revealed scriptures is that one should awaken one's dormant love of Godhead. You are greatly fortunate to have already done so. Premara svabhavikori chittatanu koba, Krishnara charana prapte upajaya loba. It is a characteristic of love of Godhead that by nature it induces transcendental symptoms in one's body and makes one more and more greedy to achieve the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Premara svabhavi bhaktahase khandegai unmata hoyanache iti utirai. When one actually develops love of Godhead, one naturally sometimes cries, sometimes laughs, sometimes chants, and sometimes runs here and there just like a madman. In this connection, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami says that sometimes persons who have no love of Godhead at all display ecstatic bodily symptoms. Artificially, they sometimes laugh, cry, and dance just like madmen, but this cannot help one progress in Krishna consciousness. Rather, such artificial agitation of the body is to be given up when one naturally develops the necessary bodily symptoms. Actual blissful life, manifested in genuine spiritual laughing, crying, and dancing, is a symptom of real advancement in Krishna consciousness, which can be achieved by a person who always voluntarily engages in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. If one who has not yet developed imitates such bodily symptoms artificially, he creates chaos in the spiritual life of human society. Svedakampa Roman Shashru Gadgara Vaivarnya Unmada Vishada Dharya Garbhaharsha Dainya Etababe Prema Bhaktaganere Nachai Krishnera Anandamrita Sagare Mashai. Perspiration, trembling, standing on end of one's bodily hairs, tears, faltering voice, fading complexion, madness, melancholy, patience, pride, joy, and humility. These are various natural symptoms of ecstatic love of Godhead, which causes a devotee to dance and float in an ocean of transcendental bliss while chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Balahoila paile tumi parama purusharta tomara premite ami hoilan kritarta. It is very good, my dear child, that you have attained the supreme goal of life by developing love of Godhead. Thus you have pleased me very much, and I am very much obliged to you. So this parenthetical remark, my dear child, that's obviously expressing the mood of one's spiritual master, in this case, Srila Prabhupada, of seeing how his younger disciples are developing. It is very good, my dear child, that you have attained the supreme goal of life by developing love of Godhead. Thus you have pleased me very much, and I am very much obliged to you. Natchagao Bhakta Sanghe Kora Sankirtan Krishna Namu Padeshe Tara Sarvajan. My dear child, continue dancing, chanting, and performing Sankirtan in association with devotees. Furthermore, go out and preach the value of chanting Krishna Nam, for by this process you will be able to deliver all fallen souls. Etaboli ek shloka shikaila more, Bhagavatera sare, bole bare bare. Saying this, my spiritual master taught me a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. It is the essence of the Bhagavatam's instructions, therefore he recited this verse again and again. Evam vrata svapriyanama kirtya jatanu rago drutachitta uchai hasati ato rodati roti gayati unmadavan nrityati lokabaya. When a person is actually advanced and takes pleasure in chanting the holy name of the Lord, who is very dear to him, He is agitated and loudly chants the holy name. He also laughs, cries, becomes disturbed, and chants just like a madman, not caring for outsiders. Etarabhakyami drida vishvasdori nirantara krishnanam sankirtana kori se krishnanama kabu gaujai nachai gahi nahiyami apana ichai. I firmly believe in these words of my spiritual master, and therefore I always chant the holy name of the Lord. Alone, I firmly believe in these words of my spiritual master, and therefore I always chant the holy names of the Lord, alone and in the association of devotees. That holy name of Lord Krishna sometimes causes me to chant and dance, and therefore I chant and dance. Please do not think that I intentionally do it. I do it automatically. Because the Mayavadis were accusing him, but Mahaprabhu says, I'm not trying to disturb you, I'm not trying to do this in that way, but I just do this naturally. It's not something that's calculated. Okay. Krishna Name Jayananda Sindhu Ashwadan Brahmananda Tarage Katodakasam. Thank you. Compared to the ocean of transcendental bliss that one tastes by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, the pleasure derived from impersonal Brahman realization, Brahmananda, is like the shallow water in a canal. Twatsakshan karanalada vishuddhabdi stitashame sukhane goshpadayante Brahmani api jagad guru. My dear Lord, O Master of the universe, since I have directly seen you, my transcendental bliss has taken the shape of a great ocean. It's like a great ocean. Being situated in that ocean, I now realize all other so-called happiness to be like the water contained in the hoofprint of a calf. In comparison to the ocean of transcendental happiness which one experiences in Krishna consciousness, all other forms of realization, even the realization of Brahmananda, that impersonalist liberation becomes as insignificant in comparison as to the water contained in a calf's hoofprint compared to that ocean. Prabhuram Mishtabhakya Shuni Sanyasiragan Chittafiri Gela Kohe Madhura Bachan. After hearing Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the Mayavadi sannyasis were moved. Their minds changed, and thus they spoke with pleasing words. Jai Kichu Kohile Tumi Sab Satya Hoy Krishna Prema Asipai Jara Bhagyodoi. Dear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what you have said is all true. Only one who is favored by fortune attains love of Godhead. Krishna Bhakti Kora Ihai Sabara Santosh Vedantana Shunakene Taraki Badosh. Dear Lord, there is no objection to your being a great devotee of Lord Krishna. Everyone is satisfied with this. But why do you avoid discussion on the Vedanta Sutra? What is the fault in it? Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments in this connection. Mayavadi sannyasis accept that the commentary by Sri Shankaracharya, known as Sharirak Bhashya, gives the real meaning of the Vedanta Sutra. In other words, Mayavadi sannyasis accept the meanings expressed in the explanations of the Vedanta Sutra by Shankaracharya, which are based on monism. Thus they explain the Vedanta Sutra, the Upanishads, and all such Vedic literatures in their own impersonal way. The great Mayavadi sannyasi, Sadananda Yogendra, has written a book known as Vedanta Shar, in which he writes, Vedanto Nama Upanishad Pramanam Tad Upakarani Sharirak Sutradinicha. According to Sadananda Yogendra, the Vedanta Sutra and Upanishads is expressed by Sri Shankaracharya in his Sharirak Bhashya commentary are the only sources of Vedic evidence. Actually, however, Vedanta refers to the essence of Vedic knowledge, and it is not a fact that there is nothing more than Shankaracharya's Sharirak Bhashya. There are other Vedanta commentaries written by Vaishnavacharyas, none of whom follow Sri Shankaracharya or accept the imaginative commentary of his school, which is based only on their imagination. That's what it's saying. Their commentaries are based on the philosophy of duality. Monist philosophers like Shankaracharya and his followers want to establish that God and the living entity are one, and instead of worshipping the Supreme Personality of God, they present themselves as God. They want to be worshipped as God by others. Such persons do not accept the philosophies of the Vaishnavacharyas, which are known as Shuddha Dvaita, purified monism, Shuddha Dvaita, purified dualism, Vishta Dvaita, specified monism, Dvaita, monism and dualism, and Achintya Bheda, inconceivable oneness and difference. Mayavadis do not discuss these philosophies, for they are firmly convinced of their own philosophy of Kevala Dvaita, exclusive monism. Accepting this system of philosophy as the pure understanding of the Vedanta Sutra, they believe that Krishna is a body made of material elements and that the activities of loving service to Krishna are sentimentality. They are known as Mayavadis because, according to their opinion, Krishna has a body made of Maya, and the loving service of the Lord executed by devotees is also Maya. They consider such devotional service to be an aspect of fruitive activities, karma kanda. According to their view, bhakti consists of mental speculation or sometimes meditation. This is the difference between the Mayavadi and Vaishnava philosophies. So this whole idea, and it's sometimes also summarized that their philosophy is Brahma Satya Jagad Mithya. That Brahman exists, but this whole world in which we're living is all false. It's all a dream. It's all illusion. And when we realize that, we'll all understand that we're all part of that Brahman, and we ourselves, in essence, then, are the Supreme. But it really doesn't explain anything about any of our activities or life in this world, except to say that it's all illusion. A very, very unfulfilling philosophy. And they're also contradictory because anything they say, is words, everything is also on that same platform of being Maya. Therefore, the term for them, Mayavadi, is somewhat appropriate because that's what their philosophy is. Their philosophy is all Maya. Eta Shunihasi Prabhu Bolila Bachan Dukhanam Manaha Jari Kori Nivedan. After hearing the Mayavadi sannyasi speak in that way, Mahaprabhu smiled slightly and said, "My dear sirs, if you don't mind, I can say something to you regarding Vedanta philosophy." Because he had previously said his spiritual master told him that he was a fool and he should just chant Hare Krishna mantra. But that now they're saying, but that's okay, but why don't you still listen to the Vedanta philosophy? Although you may derive no benefit from it, as your spiritual master indicated, but still, it's not what they're really saying. What is the fault that we do so? That's really basically what they're saying. Okay. Then that's text 102. This is Ihab Shuni Bodhisarva Sanyasiragan Tomake Dekiye Jaiche Shakat Narayan. Hearing this, the Mayavadi sannyasis became somewhat humble and addressed Mahaprabhu as Narayan himself, who they all agreed he was. Tomara Bachana Shuni Judaya Shravan Tomara Madhura Deki Judaya Nayan. Dear Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they said, to tell you the truth, we are greatly pleased to hear your words, and furthermore, your bodily features are so pleasing that we feel extraordinary satisfaction in seeing you. Tomar Prabhave Sabar Anandita Man Kabu Asangata Nahe Tomara Vachan. Dear Sir, by your influence our minds are greatly satisfied, and we believe that your words will never be unreasonable. Therefore you may speak on the Vedanta Sutra. Prabhu Kohe Vedanta Sutra Ishwara Vachan Vyasa Rupe Koilajaha Sri Narayan. The Lord said, Vedanta philosophy consists of words spoken by the Supreme Personality of God in Narayan in the form of Vyasadeva. Brahma Brahmara Vipralipa Karana Patava Ishvarera Bhakinahi Dosha Esab. The material defects of mistakes, illusions, cheating, and sensory inefficiency do not exist in the words of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he's saying, Vedavyasa is the literary incarnation of the Lord. Upanishad Sahita Sutra Koheje Tattva Mukhya Britye Se Artha Parama Mahatva. The absolute truth is described in the Upanishads and Brahma Sutra, but one must understand the verses as they are. That is the supreme glory in understanding. Gora Britye Jevabhashya Korila Acharya Tahara Shravanena Sahoy Sarvakarya. Sripad Shankaracharya has described all the Vedic literatures in terms of indirect meanings. One who hears such explanations is ruined. Well, one will not get the actual truth by hearing all of Shankaracharya's indirect interpretations of the Vedas. Taharana hikadosh Ishvara Agyapaya Gonarta Korila Mukhya Artha Acharya. Shankaracharya is not at fault, for it is under the order of the Supreme Lord himself that he has covered the real purpose of the Vedas. So I'm going to stop at this place. Tomorrow we'll continue with Mahaprabhu's refutation of Shankaracharya's misinterpretation of the Vedas and his instructions and conversion of the Mayavadi sannyasi. So this is the chapter on the Pancha-tattva. And it's very beautiful. So I invite everyone to be with us tomorrow when we continue with the conclusion of this chapter. Hare Nama Krishna Janardan Nama
Hare Nama Krishna Janardan Nama
Janaraya Mahaprabhu Keshavaya Nama
Janaraya Mahaprabhu Keshavaya Nama
Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudana Gopal
Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudana
Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Darbika Giridhari Juki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramasa Parabhajaka Charyasta Tarasata Shishiman. Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramasa Parabhajaka Charyasta Tarasata Shishiman. Srila Bhakti Rakshira Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanilga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Premzigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Shri Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Ki Jai. Narottam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishvavarenya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Shanavadi Dham Ki Jai, Shridhar Mayapur Ki Jai, Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai, Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai, Shri Kuladveep Ki Jai, Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai, Soquel Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai, Ganga Devi Ki Jai, Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Go, Gopi Govardhan, Sham Kunda Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jul Ki Jai, Shri Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Sripad Bhakti Chandan Parvat Maharaj Ki Jai, all the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande.
Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Divine Appearance Day of Sri Siddhanti Maharaj Ki
Jai.